take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in the band.
Football on the horizon here at Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Go play action. Here's Dart. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Second and 10 now. Here's Dart. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up third down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
It's caught by Wilson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Darts out of the shotgun. And it's great fly through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Formation for the Texans.
Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he's cut after a game of about 2. It's stop coming from Henry To'o.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. To the air, Mahomes. Pass complete to Wiley. Oh, this big guy is moving. And he is finally out of bounds as he takes it all the way down to the 20. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Find the left side with Sampson. And And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Now it's Mahomes. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dart. Escapes the pocket. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
On play action with Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he's going to have this up near the 40s, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On 1st down, here's Dart. Throws a bullet deep to the right side. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Buying some time right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. You can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 29-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Start from the pistol. And right away, he just throws that one to another neighborhood. I think we're all a little confused at that, and we do have a flag for grounding now. Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Dart. Headed out right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Vacates quickly left side. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offensive line fast. Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Give him 32 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. From the red zone on 1st. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Sampson from the pistol. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. On 3rd down, I'll go with Sampson. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Stopped by Deion Henley.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
First and 10 at the 15.
Texans territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Flush down out to his left. From the pocket, he's got it inside the 10. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now lead by 10. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Forced out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going on 1st down. It starts. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throws caught. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first. Looking inside the red zone. He rolls to his right. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, that's maybe a yard at most. Christian Harris on the stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Couple of big yards on the right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 22. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes. Dump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I no coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
He's inside the 10, and he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs drive their lead to 11. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Buying some time left. Connects on the crosser. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Darts out of the shotgun. Has it downfield working the left. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
19.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4.
Texans 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And finally, this return ends. What an effort to get them down all the way to the 12.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. But cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Fielded at the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Here's start now. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Back to throw. Here's Starks. He's going deep this time. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Throwing on third. Here's Duggs. And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack. So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. His work begins at the 31. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Mahomes on first and 10. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Mahomes. And that one falls incomplete. So it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch. But then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have third and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Getting out to his left. They will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get 4 points to end a lopsided first half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball for the 35 to begin this drive. It's first and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. From the gun, here's Darts. Put some heat on this deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game.
Texans 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He's got a lead up past the 30. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. We're back to throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided first half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Rucker with the extra point. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Shoots away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here from the gun. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's Sampson running out of the gun. He's got room to roam. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 40. Yellow. Attack.
Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
3rd and long for Mahomes. That's caught for the 1st. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Butker on now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Play action with Dart. Bails out of the pocket quick. We can run it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. Down the field. He's got Wilson. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Give him 32 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Offense in a hurry up here. On 1st down, here's Dart. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Dart setting in to throw here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they take him down right along the 30. Looking quickly, trying to get set. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 4 yards.
To throw. Here's Dart. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Chiefs take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Texans' 25-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Buying some time right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Into Sampson here up the middle. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
He finds him right side. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Texans.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Harrison Butker will kick off for Kansas City.
There's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He gives a good check out to start the drive. Across the 45 and still going. to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in blocking his stride is already into enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive foot.
No, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Yellow, yellow. There's Hank.
On the ground here with Simpson. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And off to Simpson. Again, he hits the second level. And he works this down to the 41. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
And off here to Simpson. The turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Hey, yellow.
Right with Simpson. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7.
Outside of Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me. And I'll be good to go. Wasn't playing songs for long when King and Candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot. Well, nothing short of masterpiece. I said, oh, I need to know. Yeah, is that your man? Yeah, cause if it isn't, yeah, I'ma play my very best for you tonight. She said,
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shorten it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blind who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking from a time when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers.